In politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. There are many ways of going forward, but only one way of standing still. Happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much, it is whether we provide enough for those who have little. I am not the smartest fellows in the world, but I can sure pick smart colleagues. Democracy cannot succeed unless those who express their choice are prepared to choose wisely. The real safeguard of democracy, therefore, is education. It is common sense to take a method and try it. If it's fail, admit it frankly and try another, but above all try something. Men are not prisoners of fate, but only prisoners of their own minds. We have always held to the hope, the belief, the conviction that there is a better life, a better world beyond the horizon. When you see a rattlesnake poised to strike, you do not wait until he has struck to crush him. I ask you to judge me by the enemies I have made. Let us never forget that government is ourselves and not an alien power over us. The ultimate ruler of our democracy are not a president and senator and congressman and government official, but the voters of this country. A nation that destroys its soils destroys itself. Forests are the lungs of our land, purifying the air and giving fresh strength to our people. If civilization is to survive, we must cultivate the science of human relationships, the ability of all people of all kinds to live together in the same world at peace. I think we consider too much the good luck of the early bird and not enough the bad luck of the early worm. True individual freedom cannot exist without economic security and independence. People who are hungry and out of a job are the stuff of which dictatorships are made. To reach a port, we must sail. Sail, not tie at anchor. Sail, not drift. Competition has been shown to be useful up to a certain point and no further, but cooperation, which is the thing we must strive for today, begins where competition leaves off. Take a method and try it. If it fails, admit it frankly and try another, but by all means try something. Be sincere, be brief, be seated. More than an end to war, we want an end to the beginning of all wars. Yes, an end to this brutal, inhuman, and thoroughly impractical method of settling the differences between governments. Rules are not necessarily sacred, principles are. A conservative is a man with two perfectly good legs who, however, has never learned how to walk forward. The nation that destroys its soil destroys itself. Physical strength can never permanently withstand the impact of spiritual force. Self-interest is the enemy of all true affections. There are as many opinions as there are experts. I pledge myself to a new deal for the American people. It is fun to be in the same decade with you. We are trying to construct a more inclusive society. We are going to make a country in which no one is left out. The virtues are lost in self-interest as rivers are lost in the sea. War is a contagion. I do not look upon these United States as a finished product. We are still in the making. Are you laboring under the impressions that I read these memoranda of yours? I can't even lift them. It is not sufficient just to want. You have got to ask yourself what you are going to do to get the things you want.